Well, first of all, Happy New Year to everybody. Obviously, that's a big difference. Normally, the European teams, you travel the day of the game. Many times, that's what, as a coach, you prefer. If that's possible, you want that your players stay as much as possible with their families, and they spend like a normal days. And when the distance that is short, you can do it. Obviously here the distance are bigger, and then that wouldn't be possible. So that's why we need to go always. We need to fly the day before. Then we arrive to the hotel. The players, they get treatment, some massage, obviously a dinner, and we get just ready for the next day. And that's a big difference. But that's obviously the way it is. You have to be always aware of those circumstances, because in terms of training, for example, warming up, you don't need to do a big deal of those things, because it's already, just with the weather, it's easier. So, but obviously you need to be aware that they need to drink often, and in terms of the intensity, you know that the players are going to be sharp already with the temperature. So you need to be careful, you know, to control that. Don't get exposed to the sun too much, just the necessary. And then when you finish, quickly we go inside, we get the stretching, treatment, whatever we need, but don't spend more than the necessary time outside. That's a big thing. Obviously when we fly over, that's a thing that we say always to the players. Keep the bottle of water next to you all the time and keep you hydrated. No, basically what you're doing, as we said, starting the warm-up, you might vary it a little bit, you might change a little bit. As we said, you can reduce a little bit of the minutes, of the mounts, or do it a little shorter. And in terms of the game, you know, you said obviously that hours before, keep you hydrated even more than normal, more than usual. And during the game, you know that in Australia is that special role where maybe after 30 minutes they can get some water, they can stop the game for a minute. So that's obviously, I think, is a brilliant idea. That prevents injuries and keeps the quality of the game rolling, and that's important. So those are the big things, I would say. I think that for Australia that's good, because you are used to play in the summer. So that's a positive for us, for the Australian football. So again, they're going to need maybe to have a look to the way the teams, they perform here and what the tricks they do to get through those hot situations. And you know, the teams, they're going to need to adapt. I think it's going to be a big impact. So it's going to be a positive for sure for the football in Australia. That's, you know, the fans, the people that love this sport, they're not going to have any excuse to see football day in, day out. That's what we want, the people that will love this sport, even if it's the early that already has got the good standards. I'm for sure it's going to get just better and better the coming years, and also obviously with this special occasion. So, you know, good national teams are going to come to Australia. You know, all of us, coaches, players, fans, everybody, especially the young kids, we have plenty of venues to see that good players that they're going to come to this fantastic country.